The Wellness Show, episode 127.
Welcome to The Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyson Bannigan, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more. So welcome to the Wellness Show, and today I'm very excited to talk to Miguel Angel, a Mayan Shaman out of Mexico, who I've worked with over a number of years. We've traveled together, we've done ceremony together, and I can honestly say he's the shaman that's really helped me stand in my power and understand that we have a role to play by just the mere fact that we've incarnated and we're here at this amazing time on this planet. So welcome, Miguel. It's great to have you on the show. I know that this is an important time on the planet. So from the Mayan perspective, why is it so important?
Well, thank you for the invitation, first of all. From the Mayan perspective, to be in this time incarnated is to return again to the sacredness. I think that human beings in this time, we have forgot to be grateful. To say thank you, to really be grateful for our life and for all the resources and for all the aspects we have in our life, our simple things like home, our family, the things that we surrounded us, our jobs, our cars, our gardens. And this is what is important to return. To live this time is to reconnect again with that spirit of gratefulness. I am here. Thank you, God, for this day. Thank you, God, for this food. Thank you, God, for this water. Thank you, God, for my sun, for this moon, for all that is surrendered. Because when we speak, we manifest it, and we create waves that the Mayans said, this is the connection with the spirits we have all around. Any little thing, any stone, any plant, any flower, even things that we consider plastic, they have spirits. So when we say to be incarnated here, to return again to that sacredness in our everyday life, to bless what we eat, to bless what we drink, to bless our home, to bless our meditation, to bless our prayers, to bless the other ones.
So you're saying that really as a Western culture that we've forgotten that we are sacred beings and that we're part of a wholeness that is also sacred. And that when we honor that, then we become one with it and we remember who we are. Is that what you're getting at?
Yes, exactly. As you do that, anything around you is going to remind you that connection, because the constitution of ourselves is a vibrations that is tested now. All the cells, all the atoms, molecules create a magnificent community within us. So why not to say thank you to your heart, thank you to your stomach, thank you to your brain, to your eyes, because there is a consciousness who is in every one of them to allow you to be here and to manifest your life in harmony, in balance, and love. And that's what the ancients said. When the morning come, they blow the shell and said, thank you for to have this new sun. And when the sun said, thank you for to have you son on this day, thank you for all that we have received. And when the moon comes at the same time, so all the elements participate like in a cosmic dance. And that dance make us to feel the connection with all the spirit, because what is matter and what is a spirit? The matter is contained in the spirit of, and the spirit contains the spirit of the matter. As important is the science, as important is the spirit. And it's tested now. So the ancient ones already know that. And this is what we invite people in our programs that we have developed for many years to reconnect again with that consciousness that we could call Maya. And Maya means chosen one. The ones who have that wish to restore again, their connection with the Creator, that the Mayans call Father and Mother, That is the main thing in any level. When you live in a country, like Canada, you live in a country like Mexico, you have the elements, you have rivers, you have mountains, you have a garden, you have your own home to restore that connection with from the inside to the outside, as above, so below. And I think that is the time to remember a Mayan prophecy. When 2012 finished, the sixth son, born, and it is a prophecy, the return of the wise men and women. The return of the wise men and women, who means that now, from that moment, we are entering into a new dimension, frequency, from the cosmos, who allowed us to be new people with another perception of what we are. And now we see how the planet is showing all this process. So it's time to return to be wise. It's time to return to our center, to our consciousness, to our roots, and from the roots to explore our world. If we don't change the way that we have now our behavior, we see the consequences. It's time to return to be community. It's time to return to come to your own heart. It's time to analyze the science with a spiritual purpose. It's time to return to be a Maya, to be a chosen ones, because it doesn't matter your color, your nationality, your social, economic, cultural development. What is important is what you have here and how you connected with this. Science with heart, technology with love is what we need. And this is very important that people understand it. We are not a religion. We are a spiritual connection with all the elements of life. Religion means relink. We can relink with anything when we come from the heart. The heart is the connection with the sun, and the sun is the connection with the science, but connecting with the great intuition that we have here. So the Mayans in this time are making us to return to see the sky, to see the equinoxes, the solstices, the sun zenith, to return to the Mayan calendar, to get again that resonance, that vibration, because every day, one of the Mayan days has a resonance, and that resonance has a meaning, and that meaning has a way that you make a meditation about yourself, and then to express the gratitude, to express honor, to express the love to Mother Earth. Why we are here? Why we are have this body incarnated? That's only a situation as a consequence. We have this body because we have to show again love, respect, and honor to our planet, to our Mother Earth. Wherever you are, wherever you live, you can do it. You have a little space at home, you have flowers, you have a little garden, you have your pets, you have your family, you have all the environment around you. That is the way. So this is the time when the Mayans are calling us to return to the roots. The Mayans said, heart of the sky. So we see the sky, how beautiful, amazing it is. But then we connect them with the heart of the earth, loving the mother. Coming to the mother and said, gracias, madre. Thank you, mother, for this food, for this water, for my life, for my bones, for my organs, for the sun, for the moon, for my family, for my money, for my car, for all that I have. Not only externally, internally. How many times we say thank you to our hearts? We say thank you to our intestines.
Probably not enough. Probably not enough.
But they are organs who feel. They are areas who, when you say move, the hand moves, because there is consciousness. There is something in your eyes which is coming from your heart. The sun shines over your heart, and what your eyes show is the light from your heart. What your eyes is two lights, that illuminate a classroom. When you have that light within you, you inflame the others. When you have that light in your eyes, which is coming from your heart. And when you speak, you manifest what you have in your heart. That's why the Mayans said, the sun is the father. Ahau, Kinicha Ahau. The Lord with the face of the sun. And the Nahual, the totem, is the Quetzal, but it's the eagle. It's the white eagle. It's the hummingbird. It's the condor. is the falcon. All these birds represent the Holy Spirit of God. And we need to return to see that energy from the cosmos connected in our beautiful planet. So I think that all these prophecies, the prophecy of the sixth son, the return of the wise men and women is now. We need to return to the Maya wisdom. We need to return to be grateful and to see that we are so lucky to live in this time, but to make the changes to transform within us. And we have done that, for many years. We feel very happy to contribute to our Mayan charts, Mayan readings, to our journeys, meditations, traveling in different spaces, connecting with people, because we know that we are sitting in the heart of the people. We are sitting that. And sooner or later, there's going to be a fruit there. There's going to be a tree. It's going to be a beautiful tree who is going to grow. Now or in the future, there is no expectation about time. But what we're doing now is going to be there like a print for this time and for the future.
So you do that by helping people understand this, by coming and taking them on a sacred journey to the Mayan temples and helping them learn how to open the door and ask for guidance, how to talk with the Lords of Light, how to commune with each other, how to do ceremony. So you've been doing this for a long time now. I mean, you've been able to help people worldwide. Thousands of people come and understand this way of being, how to become Maya, how to walk within on the earth.
Yes, but I think that will be the same if we say that we are, for example, Hopis. If you see really to be Hopi or to be Navajo or to be any of the Native American tribes, we have that DNA within. That's why we were born in Canada. Can is serpent. So Canada was connected with the idea of Quetzalcoatl, Kukulkan. I have found ceramic pottery in the States, with the same symbol that the birded man that we have as named Quetzalcoatl, Kukulkan, the feather serpent. So how the ancient ones despair over Canada, because Canada is a country is connecting with the sacred knowledge of the serpent, or the Pleiades constellation with the 7 sons, the rattlesnake constellation, where the Mayans said this is the origin of our grandparents. So I think that everything is connected, Tyson. The only thing is that we are separated. We are separated from our mind, from our hearts. We need to reconnect again that and to create the 8 between the science and the heart. And when those lines cross, you speak in manifesting the science, connecting with love, technology, connecting with intuition. This is the step that is expected that we do with the return of the wise men and women. Wise, wisdom, sacred knowledge. The technology is magnificent, but without heart, without love, that is not good, finally. And you know that you can have the most amazing machines, but they don't have the consciousness. That thing who is added in our DNA by God, when God took you DNA and blew over you, that is what is missing in our technology. So nowadays, it's important to return that the prophecies could be fulfilled according with the consciousness of human beings. If we change, we have chances to return to our origin and to return to have a common behavior as a community, to help each other as brothers and sisters. That's why the Mayan said, in Lakech, I am you, Alaken, you are me. I am you, you are me. You are the mirror of myself. If you need me, I need you. If I need you, you need me. So everything is reflected. One of the concepts that I like to share with you is that the Mayans conceived this planet and they call the house of the mirrors. And the house of the mirrors is when you learn how to walk, how to keep the balance between all the things, because everything is a mirror for you. Anything. A rock, a mountain, a river, a dog, a cat, a person, a country, all that mirrors. And those mirrors are the ones who makes, that thing within you, the reflection. How can I change for better? How can I transform that? The Mayas developed in the ancient times the concept that we are now working in our programs, and it's the concept that is called Halach Winik. Halach Winik means to be a truly true man or woman, to become yourself in really true man or woman. And basically, it's like a symbol of the Seva tree, or the tree with three levels. The transmutation in the roots, the transformation in the trunk, and the realization in the branches. This is what we are. We are body, soul, and spirit. Proton, neutron, electron, father, mother, son. So these three aspects now we are beginning to do these programs in order to invite people to return to that center on themselves, the foundations, to return to your own wisdom inside. You cannot make changes if you don't change inside. How are we going to transform the world if we don't transform inside? How are we going to transform the ego if we don't see that is the ego needs to be transformed? How are we going to involve more love and consciousness if we don't do the love within us? So the world is not going to end if we have work within us. So that's why the Mayan said, anything around you is going to mirror, is going to, you feel connected or not. There are things in our life that the Mayans said, this is sacred, because they see the sacred in everything. Now we are not able to see because we lost the third eye. We lost to feel the energy. We lost to feel the stones. We lost to feel the trees. We lost to feel the rivers. Many people don't know how it's to feel a cat or a dog. Now it's all in the electronics. So how the new generations are going to feel it? Not to know. Know is one thing, information, knowledge, but how to feel it? What is the energy which is going to me to make, oh, wonderful. When you are out in the rain, how you feel? When you receive the sunlight in the morning, how you feel? How can you make a book about that? It's an expression who is coming from inside. Gracias. It's like the breath. Gracias. No, thank you. The Mayans call that the one who has no name. He whose name is whispered in a breath. And that is God. That is the Creator. And in every second, we breathe in and breathe out. How many breaths in and breath out we do during the day? Anytime, remember, you do an in-breath, you're saying, God, thank you. Every time you breathe out, you say, thank you again, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. So are you a spiritual person? Yes. But you don't notice, you don't take consciousness until you said, yes, I have this heart beating because there is a consciousness in me who is making that beating, who is making my thinking to make me, I see, in hear and talk and to feel it. How is possible that now with all the advances, we cannot stop the moment of dying? Who controls the moment of the dying? Who is behind? Is the spirit who knows when is your time to go. It is not in any computer, it's not written. Every time it has a moment. But the ancient ones, because the Mayans have consciousness of that, they are happy to go. Because they know that the spirit is immortal. They call the spirit of ourselves, suns, a being who came from the sun. So it's immortal. And this is what we are here to learn. But this is the cocoon. Inside is the caterpillar, is the chrysalida, who is going to become in a butterfly. And this expression of poetry has a profound science, which is tested now, that we are vibrations, only vibrations. And depends on your thoughts, and depends on your feelings, is the quality of your behavior in the planet. That's why the Mayas made ceremony for everything and say thank you. So they made ceremony in the morning, in the middle of the day, in the afternoon. One day, with my teacher, Don Vicente, we just show up in a nice area in the country. And there was a wall surrounded the area. And my teacher said, we need to ask permission to enter. So I said, but I don't have anything with me. I don't have any offering, like corn or flowers. And he just looked at me and said, look at the right. And in the right side, there was, a little stones there. He took one and gave me one. So we go, and in front of the door, we knock 9 times. Tan, 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 tan. And the meaning of that is the 9 represents the mother. We are knocking to the mother, open the door to us, to enter with her permission, with that area who is protected by the guardians, the aluches, the nuns, the spirits of the earth, who are going to allow us to enter without to have danger. And then I put at the side my little stone who contains my energy. So what is necessary to do in people when they see I'm going to say thank you, I'm going to ask permission, I want to speak thank you for this day, God, thank you for my family, thank you for my food, thank you for all what I have. Imagine this is what we need. The change is simple, but it's needed consciousness. That is it. How many times we have abundance, we have buffets, menus, of food, and then nobody said thank you, nobody make a blessing. Whatever you drink, a cup of coffee, a plate of fruit, that is coming from mother. How many times we do reflections, how apple can be there just that we hold the apple. The effort from the underground currents to take the sap and then lift up through the roots, going to the trunk, and through the branches, make a beautiful flower. And from that flower, all that sap and the currents underground is the essence who is going to make the apple. So when we are eating the apple, we are eating the blood, the sap, the energy from the heart of the earth. The same with the pears, the same with the lemons, the same with the oranges, the same with any fruit and any herb. So why not to come back and say, gracias, Madre. Thank you, Mother, for this day. Thank you, Mother, for my food. Thank you, Mother, for my feelings. Thank you, Mother, for everything. This is what is needed. This is what is the most important. Without that, we don't have any way, to survive, because we're destroying, our planet, because there is no consciousness. And this is the great invitation. To become a wise man and wise woman represents to come back to that Maya Cosmovisions, to return to be grateful and honor and love and respect heart of the sky, heart of the earth. But who is the one who is in the middle? You, me, and the rest of the humankind. 7 billion people we need, again, to connect with the sky, to connect with the earth, and to be that cosmic antenna, to manifest as a cross, to hold and to share these amazing energies of the sky and the earth. That's why in every culture you go, sun and moon, light and day, yin and yang, positive, negative, is there. Because every culture has been developed themselves by these 2 great forces. And the center is the neutral forces. So it will be amazing, that we return again to that Maya consciousness, to really return to be a wise man, to apply in our everyday life the consciousness of gratefulness, honor, love, and respect. And as you do that for you, there is like a mirror who is the people who are going to see in you. The children will learn more for an action than for one lecture. The people will see you differently because you are happy. And when you have God within you, this is one of the expressions of my teacher. one day asking him, what is the most precious gift you have? And he told me, to have God within my heart. Sometimes we expect to have $1 million, and it's not, because that is matter who is going to spend in one day or another. But the most important is to return to that aspect. And all these prophecies, as I told you, coming from any source, but the Mayan prophecies connecting with this moment is to come back, to return to be a wise man, a wise woman, because now is the time of the both men and women. We are in perfect balance. This is the time when the science, the men, and the heart, the women, needs to be connected again, and from the speaking, from the art of the truth, to manifest now the truth, to manifest who you are without fear, without to feel that somebody is going to use you. In what? What matters to you and what matters to the others? Do you want to live without to let any print in this planet? Do you have a message? Do you have something to say? Print it, write it, make it happen. This is the time, this is the moment. That's why we were here. We incarnate here to let a print. And when you put together all these prints together, it will be a hand. And the hand has the center. The finger represents the humanity, but it's connected with one source. And the source is God, Father, Hunapku, the name that you want to give. You know, the creator, the maker of the life. So this is a great time to share with all of you, you know, that the Mayan prophecy is a fact, but it's coming with a consciousness. We need to return, as you said, Tyson, to the Mayan ceremonies, to return to the natural places, but to feel it. Not only to know by the mind, to feel it, to kneel again, to say, Madre, Mother, I love you. Mother, I respect you. Mother, I honor you. To take one stone in our hands and to make that connection. To take one flower in our hands and to make a connection. To smell the aroma of the apple, of the pear, of the strawberry before to eat. To really drink water slowly, to feel again the molecules in our tongue, to inspire with the aroma of the copal, the incense, to inspire with a cup of coffee, to inspire yourself again with a pen in your hands, and you are drawing and you do a little poetry. What are the things that you remember what makes you happy? This is a return to your inner child, to your inner innocence. Doesn't matter the age you are. The most important is to return again in from that essence, from that pure essence you are, to contribute again, to open your arms without to feel that somebody is going to use you, because what cares to you and what cares to the others. Why the Mayas? Yes.
We're very near to the show, and I'm sure people are inspired by what you're saying. So how can people work with you, Miguel? How can they get hold of you?
Well, we have a tour Iluminado tours in Casa King. When we promote our programs, we have a website, www.casaking.com. The people can contact us, and we will really love to have you in any of our programs. Especially now, we are promoting this new program, which is the Halash Winik, with intention that people return to that 3 bases. But we have many other programs connecting with the Maya Cosmovision, meditations, new mantras, ceremonies, and of course, a lot of these connecting with the ancient Maya, with the ancient roots of the Maya, the wisdom of the Maya coming especially from the Codex. You know, this is my source of knowledge. So we invite you to do this any moment, to check us. And of course, soon, you know, I will go to Canada soon in the middle of June to do something there in Calgary, in Vancouver. So I will be there around, and I hope that some of you that you have that interest connected with our website and to reconnect again with this amazing Maya wisdom.
Miguel, it was a pleasure to have you on the show. It's so good to see you. I look forward to our next journey together and our time to learn together. So many, many blessings to you,
Yes.
and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you very much in Lakesh to everyone, and especially for you, Tyson, and your wife, and all the friends over there. Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye for now.
Findingtheforest.com, training the trainers.
A webinar series launching April 15th, 2017.
Tyson J. Bannigan,
And Courtney Starhart Hale,
modern day shamans.
training the tribe.
Join the evolution.
If you are looking for a tribe of light workers who are helping each other to deliver their awesome message to the world, then join us.
At findingtheforest.com.
Interview on The Wellness Show to learn more about who we are. Courtney Starhart Hale.
Author, artist, shaman, activist, and clan mother. Tyson J. Bannigan.
The energy detective, artist, author, shaman, environmentalist, and mentor.
Bridging ancient and modern.
The evolution is here and now.
Is this for you?
If you're a change agent, an empath, light worker, visionary, or a heart-centered person,
Imagine working with a group of like-minded people whose goal is to make millions to reach millions and create a new planetary system that benefits all of life.
are you in?
Go to findingtheforest.com,
Our special program,
an ongoing series for trainers to discover their unique gifts.
helping others manifest their gifts into the world.
Join a community of like-minded people to shift the world together.
What you get.
Get rid of inner conflict and doubt.
Map a beautiful path for your life with the sacred science of spirit.
Use your gifts to turbo boost your abilities.
Learn to drive your mental vehicle.
Receive reliable GPS directions to your destiny.
Join now and get a free book
Urban Shaman 1, Love.
at www.findingtheforest.com.
Launching April 15th, 2017.
A training for trainers.
Webinar series.
See you there.
For quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.